So I recently picked this fly press up from an auction. It's a Sweeny Fly Press. I think it's a number 8. I'm not too sure. It's got some marking here somewhere. It's kind of hard to read. But yeah, it's big. I know that much. It's a lot bigger. I bought it online and I'd sight unseen. I got it for 425 Aussie dollars. The way it works that I've figured out so far is that this 50mm round stock sits up in this drive arm here. 50mm round stock's really hard to come by where I live. So what I'm going to do is weld a guide in underneath that, and then hopefully I should be able to, and then I've got this big plate here that I'm going to bolt. I've just sort of looked up online and seeing how they, people, I don't think there's a real right or wrong way to do this. I'm just going to sort of run with it. All this stuff that I've cut up is just it's just scrap that I've got laying around. It's just mild steel. Oh, that's all mild steel. That's an old pin that you use for setting up string lines on a building site. That sort of stuff. So very inexpensive. And hopefully I can get some good Damascus billets out of it for real cheap. So I've finished fabbing up these interchangeable dies. Got a little latch for the bottom ones, so that can slide in and out, but because of this awkward round bar, I haven't really figured anything out for the top yet, so I'm just gonna have to be super careful not try and knock it. It'll probably sort of once the expansion from the heat, it'll probably sort of stick in there a bit better anyway. So I'm going to fire up the forge. I've pre-done this is a 7-layer Damascus billet. I'm going to fire up the forge and give it its maiden voyage, in this shed at least anyway. I've got this 7-layer Damascus billet pre-made up. It's 3 layers of 15N20 and 4 layers of 1075. I can see it moving around because I didn't have the feet wound down. So see how it goes this time. We just put them there. Okay, that's the first run. I'm going to crack it open, have a look at the welds inside, see how it came up. So it looks pretty good. Can't see any sort of cold laps in there at all. This is the other bit that I just cut off. It's pretty hot. So it all looks pretty good. So this is how my first billet turned out. 21 layers, 15 and 20 and 1075 on the number 8 Sweeny Fly Press. This was to be expected, but as I was so I had to keep stepping up this die, because as the billet got more and more flattened out, obviously the gap needed to close up, because that stops there. Because if you don't have it, if you've got it tight at the start, it only sort of opens up to about 40 mil, which really limits your, the size of your billet that you can forge out. So you've really got to just step up the interchangeable dies. The second issue I had was these feet that I put on, they screw down, but I'm definitely going to need to figure out some sort of way to fix them into the ground when I am using it, because I want it to be able to move around the shop, but it just jumps around from the centrifugal force or when you're actually using it. So all good things to figure out. It was a good run.